We know that many teachers are not paid enough for their work and to be able to live in the Bay Area. But now our media partner, the San Francisco Standard, has shined a light on a particularly dire problem with one category of educators in San Francisco. As the headline of a new article says, they need multiple jobs to survive, and schools may be more dangerous as their numbers dwindle. Joining us live now to talk about her story, the Standard's education reporter, Ida Mojdad. Ida, nice to have you on the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so your article focuses on the low pay of paraeducators in San Francisco Unified. Who are paraeducators? What do they do?
So paraeducators are, they assist teachers, they're instructional aides, they may be in special education classrooms, they may be helping with IEPs, individualized learning plans, intervening in attendance issues, behavioral issues, and otherwise giving specialized attention to students when regular classroom teachers are not able to.
All right, so the issue here is how much they make. How much do they make, and how does that compare to teachers, for example?
So the starting pay for paraeducators currently is $18.70 an hour, which recently was bumped up thanks to a 6% wage increase across the board. That was to address immediate wage issues last fall. And that has made it really difficult for the district to attract and retain paraeducators. The problem is still there for teachers, of course, but when the starting pay is not much above what will soon be minimum wage, it makes it that much harder to bring people into the district.
Do they have a staffing shortage now in those positions?
They do. The United Educators of San Francisco says there are 200 paraeducator vacancies, which is quite a lot.
Okay, indeed. So have you talked to some of them? Have they given you some stories about how they personally have had to, work to make things, work out financially or make ends meet?
Yeah, so one in particular, she's worked in the district for about 14 years now, and over the years she's had to take on new gigs. She's done odd jobs. She started a food truck with her son, and she's taken on a second paraeducator job in the district, in addition to managing her paycheck due to the payroll snafu that's been ongoing in the district. So others, it's not uncommon for paraeducators to have 2 or 3 jobs at a time to make it work, because they also don't always get the full 40 hours a week, and they're hourly.
Oh, I see. And like so many who are making minimum wage or close to it in San Francisco, they just have a hard time putting food on the table and paying the rent. So what is the impact on the school district, I guess, right? You talked about, your headline says schools may be more dangerous as their numbers dwindle, meaning if they just can't afford to sustain this, they leave their job. How does it make it more dangerous for students or teachers or others?
In certain settings, one of the other paraeducators I spoke to, they work in special education classes. And so there's certain behaviors that just need to be monitored more readily to prevent anything from escalating. So this person said that they have had things thrown at them, and that they're not the only one at their school who's been injured because there just aren't enough adults in the room to make sure that the students' needs are met and to catch it when it needs to happen. So those are specific instances for that situation.
All right. And this is not a situation unique to San Francisco, right, in terms of paraeducator pay and retention?
No, it's not. Classroom teachers as well. That has been an issue, particularly since the pandemic, to attract and retain teachers. But with paraeducators being paid less, they are not credentialed like regular classroom teachers, but they are trained professionals to help and assist and be instructional aides to these teachers. So
Right.
they, as a result of being classified rather than credentialed, they just inherently make less. And the paraeducators I spoke to repeatedly said it's not just about the dollar amount, though that does signal an issue of how much they're valued, but it's also the respect and being told to do, taking on extra tasks, helping students get on and off the bus that may not necessarily be within their hours, that type of stuff.
We do only have a few seconds left, but I want to mention their contract talks are coming up, right, with the school district, the first real full labor contract since 2017. What is it that paraeducators want?
They need to see a true living wage to see if they can continue making it in the district. A lot of them are, holding their breath to see what comes out in this new contract, because they've been waiting for a long time. Everyone in the district has, since they haven't negotiated in so long because of the pandemic. But they are waiting to see. They need a significant raise, they say.